Hello everyone, this is Ethan from Mecha Warehouse, and today I'm actually going to be building an SD kit, the Gundam Astray from Seed. Now, this has always been one of my favorite mobile suit designs, so I was super excited to pick it up and build it for you guys. Now, this is my very first SD kit, never built anything like it. I've only stayed in the HG and the MG lineup. So as you can see, it only has 4 runners, and one of them is the polycaps. It also has the sticker set there that you just saw, only 5 stickers, 2 for the head and 3 for the skirt. And then opening up the manual, you can see it's only really about 3 to 4-ish panels of instructions, so super easy build for people out there. Per usual, I am using my Display 3.0 nippers. They're the only nippers I've used other than the entry grade, and they've done me really good so far. Love these things. I've also heard good things about the God Hands, but these are the ones that I've tried so far, as they are a little bit cheaper. So I'm just going to start right away, snipping away the pieces off the runner. So I think I should probably start out by talking about the initial build for the Gundam Astray SD. So first off, I really like the design, and I thought it was actually a really fun build. One of the things that I always hated about Gundam and Gunpla in general was the building of legs. Maybe it's just me, but I find it to be so tiring just building one thing that takes a pretty long time and then having to go and build another. So one of the things that I really liked about this kit was that the legs were just essentially one piece of plastic connected into the feet, but maybe that was just me. Rest of the build I thought was really good though. I really liked the head. Obviously that's kind of the centerpiece of an SD Gundam, but I thought it was super simple, but also had a really good presence to it. This kit does require a lot of panel lining, which I would have done beforehand, but obviously I decided to do some customization on this. But I mean, the head, it's only about, I think, 6 pieces, and it has a really good shelf presence to it. Obviously really big, really bold. Has that one sticker placement on the back of the head to give it some metallic green to it. I do wish that they did do a sticker for the top of the head. As you can see, it's just plain green there, and there's no real metallic to it, which is kind of weird since on the back of the head and the eyes are that metallic shine that it does show on the front of the box. And then here you can just see I built the arms and the legs, and I just decided to go through it quickly just because it's a lot of tedious stuff of the same things. But I mean, altogether, pretty good build. I was surprised by just how much articulation there was in the arms, with this being an SD and only a couple runners. I was expecting it to be pretty low in articulation, which it is true for the legs. You can really only just go on the ball joints, but the arms actually had a couple of different axes that they would go on in the elbow, which I thought was actually pretty cool, that there was actually some movement in there. So, and here you can see me just snapping the pieces into the feet, into the waist, putting the chest on, attaching the arms, which took me a little bit to get right. I ended up putting them on backwards, and then you attach the head, and then there you go. There's the Astray. And here it is in all of its glory with the shield, its gun, and the beam saber snipped out. I think it's a super cool kit. Obviously, it's one that if you're not going to paint it, you're going to need a lot of panel lining on it, just because right now it's a lot of white plastic. But at this time, I was pretty pleased with it. I really liked the design. I thought it looked cool. You can do some cool little poses with it. Obviously nothing crazy, but you know, obviously it has that metallic green sticker, which you could have taken away and done some like display markers or Gundam markers with the metallic green. But I really liked the design. Thought it was fun. And as you can see, that's what I was really talking about with that green metallic sticker for the top of the head. I wish they would have included that, but obviously not the end of the world, as you can just do a little bit of customization to get it to where you want it. But yeah, super cool, super fun little kit. Obviously, it's on the cheaper side, and that's why I decided to take it all apart and paint it, just because, you know, it's only a couple dollars. I think it's under 10 bucks, so I decided to take it apart. Now, here's where my gripe with the build will come from, at least from someone who's looking to customize it. This thing is so hard to take apart. I broke apart multiple pieces. Some of the pieces I couldn't even get apart, so I just had to paint them together. What I would say with this is, if you are looking to build it and then take it apart, customize it, what I would say is you got to get some sort of part separator, because if you don't, it is going to be a nightmare. I also had to take off the stickers, including the eyes, and this one on the back. The eyes came off super easy. This one, though, I was picking at it for a while trying to get it clean. Obviously not the greatest quality of sticker, but I then decided I was going to take just some rattle spray cans filled with acrylic paint, just from like a Michaels, and decide to paint it that way. So these are the finished pieces, and I gotta say, I'm not super happy with them. The rattle cans, from what I can tell, they would kind of just goop paint up along all the seams, and gets super uneven. Maybe I was just going too heavy with it. You could probably hear when I'm spraying that there was a lot of wind going on, so I had to get pretty close to the pieces, but it created this effect where anytime I tried to press down on a piece, it would kind of engrave my fingerprints into the paint itself. I feel like maybe there was just way too much on. From afar though, I would say that it actually looks pretty decent even without any panel lining on it. I like the color scheme. I wanted to go for that kind of darker purple and black, almost like a death scythe in a way, but you can really see there when it focuses in on the top left head, part of the head on top, that you can really see like my fingerprints engraved in it, which I really don't like. It was a lot more with the black than the purple, so maybe it was just an inconsistency. It was from the same brand, so I don't know. But you can just see here, putting together the feet. I did have a can of white spray paint that I was planning to paint the white with, but after seeing how the black came out, I just decided to keep it the raw plastic. And there you can see, that is my customized Astray Gundam. So let's go see that final spin. So placing it down, from afar it looks fine. The shield did not come out. For some reason, it was just the paint on it. I don't know. Maybe my black spray paint is just gone bad. It's just goopy. I'm not really sure. I didn't have the time to hand paint this, and the place where I airbrush is currently being taken over, so I just decided to do this out in the lawn, and I'm not gonna say I'm unhappy with it. I just think it could have been a lot better. But I just wanted to show that not everything I create I'm super proud of. You know, the last thing that I made, that entry grade, I was super proud just because that was my first time ever airbrushing, and I thought it actually came out really nice. And this one didn't, so you know what I mean? You live and you learn, and that's kind of what this is all about. It's why I wanted to do it with something cheaper when I was doing my first time with rattle cans, which is why I went with like a $7 or $8 kit, so I wasn't worried about messing it up. But I think it's a really good learning moment for me, and hopefully you guys learned something, and you can probably tell me a bunch in the comments about the right way to spray paint and everything, and maybe I have to let it dry for days or anything like that. So please leave your suggestions down in the comments below, and I'll be sure to read them. Thank you for watching this video, and I will see you next time.